Hello, welcome back. Really long day at work today, but I got home and I reached in the bucket of locks that I got from Bobby Keyz. Bobby, thank you again for all the awesome locks. This time I pulled out a €0.5. It says potent. It's a potent €0.5. Postland key, but it is pinned by Texas Jim. I thought when I got this package in that I had picked this one before, but I have no idea. Bobby said that he got it directly from Texas Jim, so probably not. I would imagine all these potents look the same, so they're all going to be, any of the €0.5, they're all going to have the same look to them. So, and obviously I can't remember biddings anymore. I've picked so many locks, but that bidding is pretty good. You got some lows in the front and highs in the back, so looks like it's going to be a pretty good pick. Got a Yale style keyway. So let's put it in the vise and see if I can get into it. Let's see here. I'm gonna use my tensioner that I got from West Coast Picks. Yeah, that'll work. Well, that's actually a little loose. I don't like that. I'm gonna use my homemade tension wrench. I made it 4 Yale style keyways. There we go. And I'm going to use my gem. There we go. And I'm going to do what I always do, just go to the back of the lock and pull forward and search for a binder here. Okay, there was a little bit on 4. I feel like I was getting something on 3 there for a second. Oh, there it was. 2. A little bit on 4. Oh, got to a deep false set there off of 4. Getting counter on 1. Well, oh, I think it's picked. It is. I wasn't sure if I just picked my tension wrench or if it was picked, but flying tension wrench syndrome strikes again. Alright, it is picked. Let's pull it out of the vise and see what Texas Jim put inside this potent. Let's zoom out for you guys. I guess I'm already zoomed out. I did not zoom in. Good. Guess I didn't need to. I got the lock pretty close to my camera, so that usually makes it easier for everyone to see. Alright, position all this. Let's see, I got a clip on the back, but it's an E-clip, so it's pretty easy to get off. Usually you can just use a screwdriver and push on that center part and then pry the rest of it off, just like that. I like those clips. They do make it a little bit easier. It is a challenge lock, so we will be shimming it. That key ready. Not to mention there's a pretty big heavy lip there on that, so any T-pins or any thinner pins would get caught back there. There we go. There we go. Got that nice and all the way in on that one. We're going to put the pins up and push this through. There we go. And push the shim all the way through too. Alright, here is all the key pins working in and working. As you guys can see, my focus appears to, oop, I just popped 6 all the way out. There we go. Or 5, excuse me. It is a little 5-pinner. But as you can see, they were all in and working. Let's see, 1 is a beautiful spool with a serration on the bottom. 2 is a nicely, almost a triple spool or just a serrated. Same on 2 serrations. There's almost a double spool or a thick serration, and that is definitely a spool slash thick serration on all those pins. And then as you can see, everything is threaded 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all threaded on this Texas Gem lock. And let's see here. We're going to go through the top and see what we have. There we go. Oh, hello. 1 and 2 came out at the same time. I pushed a little hard, but I saw which way it was in there. And which way they came out. That one was in 1, that one was in 2. It was in like that. So he's a serrated spool, and he is like a triple spool. And then we have a spool with kind of a, yeah, just a deep spool there. I'm seeing different style springs. I'll dig those out in a minute. Okay, took that one out nice and slow to see which way that came out. He was a serrated as well. And then in 5 had yet another serrated pin. So I'll pull these out one at a time, I think. I'm going to take that one. Just a steel spring was in 1. And I'm seeing threaded chambers already, so it looks like Texas Gem got into this one. That was a copper spring in 2. Another copper spring in 3. Five was a copper spring, and I think 4 was a copper spring as well. We're going to look and see what's done up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are all threaded, all 5 of them. You can probably see those going in that direction, and you might be able to see it. You might be able to see that. I don't know, but yeah, all 5 of those in the Bible were threaded. All 5 in the core were threaded. So that'll catch on every one of these serrated slash thick serration shallow spool. That's what we're going to call them all. But we're going to zoom in and show you all these pins. Awesome job on these pins from Texas Gem, as you can see. Had a double serration on the key pin at 1, a triple serration on 3, or I mean on key pin on 2, double serration almost a spool in key pin 3. Double spool in 4, and a double spool, almost a spool with a serration on the bottom of 5. Up top we had a triple spool, then we had a deep spool with a smaller spool on top, then we had another deep spool, then we had a nice serrated and another nice serrated pin. Then we had a steel, copper, copper, and copper. So just one steel spring, the rest were all copper. But that's what was inside of this Potent by Texas Gem. Thank you, Bobby Keyz, for sending it to me, and thank you, Texas Gem, for pinning it up. And thank you guys for watching, and don't break the law.